How's it going? Welcome back, folks, to another fun at-home table read. Tonight, well, we are doing the last in our abridged month. We are doing the Star Wars sequel trilogy, the Force Awakens, Last Jedi, and Rise of Skywalker abridged. This one's going to be a ton of fun. It's going to be a big one to close us out on. So let's just jump right into introducing ourselves.
Hi, I'm Anne, and I will be action description this evening.
Hi, I'm Catie. I'll be playing Daisy Ridley.
I'm Eric. I'll be John Boyega.
Hi, I'm George, and I'll be Oscar Isaac.
Hi, I'm Curtis. I'm going to be Darth Adam Driver.
I'm Chelsea. I will be Carrie Fisher.
And I'm Travis, and I'll be making the ship run in 12 parsecs. Yes,
Travis,
Harrison Ford.
You had
How it works.
You had literally 2 words to say, and it was Harrison and Ford. You had like 14 extra ones in there.
Get off my plane.
Yeah, and I'm Logan. I'm going to be Mark Hamill. It's a weird note to send us there with, Travis. Okay, well, let's jump right into this one, and take us away.
All right, Star Wars, the sequel trilogy, written by The Force Awakens by Rod, Chris W., Alex W., and Craig. The Last Jedi by Alex W., Chris W., and John K. Rise of Skywalker by Alex W., Rod, and Steph. Fade in, opening title crawl. The Star Wars universe has expanded. The Star Wars expanded universe has vanished. Thus, with a blank slate and endless possibilities to explore, we're soft rebooting A New Hope and continuing to make everyone related to the Skywalker family. I can't talk. I apologize. Exterior, Tatooine, Jakku. Max von Sydow hands Oscar Isaac a USB stick shaped like a crappy Lego.
This will begin to make things right.
You mean because this device has the final piece of the map to find Mark Hamill, who went into hiding and promised to stay in exactly the same spot for as many years as it took for someone to put this map together?
What? No, I mean this movie. It'll set the entire franchise right. That's what happens when you oust the creative author who mastermind the entire universe and replace him with a committee of marketers and business executives whose primary motivation is financial rather than artistic, right? Right?
Hang on. Disney's having a meeting discussing which possible response from me would rate most highly with all possible market demographics. Okay, they're done. Yes, that is also what happens. Also, remember Yoda?
Suddenly, stormtroopers attack. Oscar Isaac hides the map in his BB-8 droid and sends it literally anywhere. Darth Adam Driver arrives in his giant napkin holder, kills Max von Sydow, and then captures Oscar Isaac.
So, who quips first? I quip first. You quip first? I know someone's quipping. Anyone in the audience who isn't busy laughing is going to realize how derivative this story is in like 2 seconds.
I need that map. Stormtroopers blow his ship up without checking it if the map's on first. And kill these villagers, any of them whom he may have given the map to. And finally, burn the entire village, including the little haystacks that could easily be stored in the needle-sized map.
The stormtroopers comply except for one, John Boyega, who mostly stands around attracting way too much attention. Interior Moisture Farm, Fallen Star Destroyer, Tatooine, Jakku. Meanwhile, BB-8 travels randomly around the planet's surface with apparently useless bent antenna, eventually running into...
Nice to meet you, droid carrying sensitive data who's been captured by scavengers. I am Daisy Ridley, a plucky teenager with a mysterious family history who dreams of a bigger destiny in the galaxy. Wow, the safeness of this screenplay almost makes you appreciate the prequels, huh?
Beep.
Who am I? Well, lucky for you, I'm a person who speaks beeping droid. But even more luckily, I'm a kind-hearted girl who actually cares about the well-being of a droid, despite them being established as non-sentient slave labor. But even more luckily, I'm a fantastic mechanic, pilot, melee fighter, and force-sensitive future Jedi. And I'm probably related to one of the handful of characters from this original trilogy. And you just ran into me at random in a galaxy containing over 100,000 planets and at least 100 quadrillion living beings.
Boop?
Yes, really. Also, the Millennium Falcon is on this very planet, just down the road, with the keys in the ignition and the door unlocked. Let's just go with it and hope the next one's better.
Daisy Ridley travels to Nema Outpost with 20 tons of scrap loaded on one side of her land speeder and delivers it to an alien scrap dealer who strangely isn't a racist stereotype.
This is worth 1/4 portion of dehydrated food. That's right. We deal entirely with food that needs water added on a desert planet. Hey, I'll give you 60 portions for that adorable droid unit you've got. Looks like something my kid would enjoy for about 20 minutes on Life Day morning. And it'd be easily worth it. $149.99 worth of portions.
Extremely simplistic screenplay structure dictates that I must have a save the cat moment. So, no, for some reason.
An Imperial First Order Star Destroyer, Darth Driver, confronts Captain Gwendoline Christie.
I somehow know exactly which anonymous stormtrooper didn't murder villagers when I said have him killed immediately.
He's no good to me dead.
Fine. Then I want him re-brainwashing all of his lines dubbed over by Tamora Morrison.
As you wish.
I knew we should have gone with a clone army. All right, that's our only reference to the prequels. Everyone can relax the sphincter muscles.
I will locate the map by using my Sith mind reading ability on Oscar Isaac, which joins Sith blaster, bolt freezing, Sith lightsaber crossguard construction, and Sith temper tantrums, and as newly canonical superpowers that must be immediately incorporated into video games, comic books, and novels.
Suddenly, Oscar Isaac is rescued by John Boyega.
Oscar, I'm a stormtrooper. We're all abducted and brainwashed from childhood to comply with orders. But when I watched one of my fellow stormtroopers die right in front of me, it woke me up to the horrors of death and violence I detected. Can you fly a TIE fighter?
I can fly anything. It's my special, unique skill that half the galaxy seems to possess. But if we're going to escape, you'll probably have to shoot a few stormtroopers.
Fuck it! Kill them all and let the Force sort them out!
John and Oscar steal a TIE fighter and escape back to Jakku. Exterior Tatooine Jakku, John wakes up in the desert. He goes to the wrecked fighter, but only finds Oscar's jacket before the ship falls into a sinkhole, which must then, of course, black because Star Wars.
Damn. Stranded at a completely random location on the surface of this desert wasteland. Assuming this planet is about the size of the smallest planet in our solar system, I'm dealing with a surface area of about 74 million square kilometers. So on foot, I should be able to find an outpost approximately. Oh, look, the one outpost where everybody is.
He walks a few miles to the lone outpost in less time than it takes ships capable of light speed to fly there. He's spotted by Daisy and BB-8.
Hey, my droid recognizes your jacket. So we're all friends now. I want to come on a galactic adventure to defeat the weakened remnants of the Empire that was once defeated in a movie that should have just closed out this franchise and been left well alone.
Actually, I'm a spineless coward who just wants to stick his head in the sand while space Nazis take over the galaxy, so no. But I guess I think you're pretty, so yes.
Suddenly, the TIE fighters attack. Daisy, John, and BB-8 escape in a little junker of a Corellian fighter called the Millennium Falcon. Oh, shit! Interior, the Millennium Falcon.
We got away.
Sorry.
Wow. Look at this ship. It's got gun turrets, a secret trapdoor, Luke's targeting droid, even claymation chess.
Yeah, the only thing that could make this more transparent attempt to manipulate the audience via nostalgia would be if Harrison Ford were on board, but how would we ever justify running into, my God?
It's like, board and Chewbacca aboard the ship. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god.
Chewie, we're home. Good thing I installed Find My iPhone in space or whatever. Otherwise, this would be one insane coincidence. Too far, huh?
Yes.
It's an honor to meet you. This droid has extremely detailed maps to find Luke Skywalker, and we need your help to read it or something.
All right, but first let's have a totally gratuitous side encounter with octopus creatures that inexplicably neither film editor was willing to cut.
Exterior Mos Eisley Cantina, Lupita Nyong'o's castle. Harrison and the gang go visit Lupita Nyong'o, a yellow alien whose name is literally almost Mos Cantina.
You must join the fight to restore balance to the Force. The Force, by the way, is an energy field that surrounds and penetrates all living things. The end. Note the lack of microbes in my description.
Daisy, I confess I'm not really a hero, but I want you to run away with me despite having only known you for, I don't know, 2 hours, if that.
No, don't leave. Please stay. It's vitally important that... Hey, what's in this box?
Views teaser trailer for episode 8.
Wow. Both our new heroes just totally bailed. I've got a bad feeling about this. Movie taking a hard right turn away from the whole map to Luke's storyline and into unapologetic original trilogy retreat territory.
Retread territory, thank you. Exterior, Death Star, Star Killer base. General Gleason and Darth Driver meet with enormous golem creature named Andy Serkis.
Oh my god.
Waha! Our ultimate super weapon is finally ready. And it's yet another Death Star. I know. I can't fucking believe it either. This is the best Lawrence Kasdan could do.
Wait, how? Aren't we just sort of surviving on the carcass of the old empire? We're even flying around in their ships. How the shit did we manage to turn an entire planet into an enormous sun-eating eyeball gun? With what resources? And whose money?
Mine, I suppose. And in this movie's most intriguing piece of originality, I'm a 20-foot-tall giant monster. Psych! It's a hologram, and I'm probably just 4 feet tall.
The planet shoots an energy beam that travels through the hyperspace and blows up a bunch of planets. So that's why higher stakes than way higher stakes than those other wimpy movies that only blew up one planet at a time.
Driver, we got like 40 text messages that droid with the map was spotted with your father, Harrison Ford. Of course, this information is basically useless since the map isn't really in the droid as much as it's on the small portable device located in the droid's storage bay. As such, nobody would be stupid enough to leave it there and carry the droid from place to place across the galaxy, especially once they were aware we're looking for it.
Miraculously, they are. Exterior Mos Eisley Cantina, Lupita Nyong'o's castle. John Harrison, Lupita, and a fuck ton of alien caricatures, each sold separately. Watch as planets light years away explode visibly in the daytime sky.
Ah, the enemy I was too scared to fight is even stronger than we thought. So I'm back to fight.
Is that cruising blowing up or what?
Horse on.
Oh, thank you. I'm so old. Blowing up or what? The New Republic, and that's different from the Resistance, right? And the thing we're resisting is called New Order? First Order? So the prequel spent too much time focusing on how political landscape, and now we're going to overcorrect by skipping it entirely.
Yes, and it looks like the entire galaxy was alerted the instant you stepped foot in my hidden fortress refuge, making it worth fuck all. John, you must take Luke Skywalker's old lightsaber. Please, try not to accidentally cut off all your limbs within seconds, the way that an untrained regular person obviously would.
First Order TIE fighters arrive and shoot things, but they miss startlingly, I'm guessing. Anyway, so Resistance X-Wings arrive and shoot back. New kinds of spaceships have been invented in the last 3 decades. Your childhood has been preserved.
Not so fast, First Order douchebags. The resistance is going to save the day. Also, I'm alive because
The X-Wings destroy all the TIE fighters and troopers. Meanwhile, Darth Driver captures Daisy Ridley and takes her aboard his ship. Carrie Fisher's ship lands and sees Harrison for the first time in years.
So our son runs off to join the circus, becomes an evil murdering asshole, and your solution was to go capture hentai tentacle monsters.
This from the person whose immediate reaction to seeing her entire republic blown up was to give me shit about my jacket.
Interior Rebel Resistance Base, Yavin for Dakar. Oh, still me. Our heroes arrive at the base to find R2-D2 in permanent sulky pout mode, as well as Fat C-3PO and Admiral Akbar, and a bunch of J.J. Abrams TV buddies. Looking at you, Greg.
Our spy planes have provided this schematic of the Death Planet. It's 100 times larger than the Death Star, but on the flip side, it's 100 times easier to randomly cross paths with whoever you happen to be looking for.
Hi, Greg Grunberg here. You might recognize me from Alias or any another J.J. Abrams things, but also for the First Order is tracked spy planes back to our location because we suck at spying, so we're the next target.
The Death Planet absorbs power from its sun. Even though its last shot didn't use up the sun, this one will apparently, which means its usefulness as a weapon, will be zilch after today, I guess.
We need a plan. I vote we do Return of the Jedi. Again. Who's with me?
Done. May mass and acceleration multiply themselves in your presence. Was that right? It's been a while.
Interior Death Star Starkiller Base, as the Death Planet begins sucking the energy of an entire star into a mason jar, Darth Driver prepares to interrogate Daisy.
Now that everyone knows my identity, time for the dramatic reveal. I am Space Squish Andy Samberg. Just kidding, it's me, Adam Driver, from Girls. Not to extract the map from your brain, surely your memories of an extremely complex galactic map that you saw for 5 seconds, extracted via whatever the fuck this is, will be as detailed and specific as the actual map.
They make scrunchy faces at each other a while until...
Now I'm in your head. You're afraid you'll never be as iconic as a character as Darth Vader. That no matter how many crazy force powers you incorporate, you'll always be seen as a pale imitation of something far greater. Subtle, JJ.
Hey, I'm just as good as Vader. I've got his whiny approval-seeking uselessness and overwrought sulky angst, and oh shit, I've been doing the wrong trilogy.
Wow, so I have force power too. God, release me and give me your gun. But don't give me your armor, or security codes, or directions out of here, or a Bond movie as good as Casino Royale.
Yes, ma'am.
The Death Planet continues charging its big guns, just as the Falcon crash lands at light speed, nonsensically.
Look, I don't actually care if we fail to drop the base's shields as long as I'm with Daisy while watching the First Order kill the galaxy. But I bet if we capture Captain Gwendoline Christie, she can drop the shields.
But she's a stormtrooper captain and super formidable. Besides, we don't even know where she is, and...
Ouch. They make Gwendoline drop the shields while John, Harrison, and Chewbacca are all distracted. She stands up dramatically as if to reveal that she actually thwarted their plans, but she didn't.
Let's stuff her into a trash compactor to be brutally crushed, like good guys do.
Great. Then we'll rescue Daisy and Harrison can confront Darth Driver. Okay, good. Great. Grand.
What if he doesn't survive? He's worth a lot to me. She vanishes from the movie, gets more toys than the main characters.
Hey, Daisy is on the side of a wall way over there. Let's teleport over that giant chasm and meet her.
They all travel together to the main reactor or whatever the hell confront that Darth driver dude.
Alas, we meet again, Father, on an extremely dangerous catwalk over a bottomless pit. Somehow we had cash for a laser planet, but a couple railings were just asking too much.
It's not too late. Come home. Ben, that's right. You're named after the one character from the original trilogy that I had absolutely no relationship with whatsoever and was kind of a rude dick to.
Okay. Together we can tour at least 2 more full-price junkets as father and son.
Oh, crap. You're right.
He dies. Harrison just sort of, slumps over and goofily ragdolls into the pit in a manner truly befitting of an iconic Star Wars hero. Exterior Hoth Starkiller Base, snow-covered forest. Daisy and John run up but are confronted by...
Not so fast, though I can likely just force choke the both of you. I just realized that this movie is about to be over without a single lightsaber duel.
Now's my chance to display my badass lightsaber fighting skills, as applied by the poster, trailer, toys, and every shred of media coverage.
Adam effortlessly puts John into a coma and summons his fallen lightsaber, but instead it flies dramatically into the hand of...
Aha! Yes, it's me. Did you think that it'd be Mark Hamill? Come on. Admit you thought for a second. See, you'd write a shitty one too.
She and Adam duel. Adam forces her to the edge of a cliff.
You need a teacher. All evidence to the contrary. Join me, and I will train you in the Force.
Huh? Oh yeah, the Force.
Don't worry. I'll hold totally still and do nothing while you have your big moment. Just let me know when you're ready.
Finally, the surprisingly forgettable music swells and Daisy outforces Adam and defeats him, and Chewie shows up in the Falcon and they all escape right before the planet stops working, which must then, of course, explode because Star Wars. Exterior rebel resistance base. Yavin for Dakar.
I'm so bummed Harrison came up with the idea of being killed off before I did. But on the bright side, R2-D2 woke up, and now, between him and BB-8, we have the complete map to the next movie.
Sorry. Guess I'll take the Falcon and go get Luke then. Nobody minds if I claim the ship for myself, right? No, nobody else ever had the dreams of becoming the main pilot?
Yeah, you go on ahead. I'll just hang out back here despite the opening crawl specifically stating that I'm desperate to find Luke.
Daisy follows the map to Ireland and finds Mark Hamill.
Oh, goody, the Falcon! Is Harrison here? It's time for our big emotional reunion, which the fans have been looking forward to ever since this movie was announced.
Hey, look. I'll bet you'd be happy to see this. It's your old lightsaber.
Oh, cool. Yeah, my father used that to murder like 100 kids.
Wait, what?
And fade in.
After a period of great darkness, the Star Wars franchise has been revived by the successful repackaging, of Episode 4. Now, the Rebel base has been found and must evacuate while under attack, which sounds like Episode 5, how it started, but don't worry, We won't follow it with a Jedi wannabe training with a cranky old Jedi master in a remote wilderness planet, while the remaining cast are constantly on the run from the enemy fleet, eventually driven to seek help from a charismatic criminal who betrays the... Oh, God damn it, fuck!
Exterior high in orbit above the rebel base planet. Hero X-Wing pilot Oscar Isaac confronts a First Order dreadnought. Armed only with his godlike flying prowess, his trusty droid Beach Ball 8, and some cheesy jokes.
Plus, I can do a controlled skid against the frictionless nothing of space. Oh, we're totes gonna frag this thing.
Seeing as how it's preparing to vaporize our fleet, mind if we all fuck off and you catch up later? We know X-Wings have hyperspace capability after all.
Ah, come on, it'll be cool. Stay a watch, please. Go Bombers!
The rebel bombers begin their slow, really slow, so very, very, very slow. Like, did somebody forget to attach fucking engines to these goddamn things bombing run?
Holy shit, the dreadnought could thwart this whole attempt by gently coasting backwards or drifting sideways. Can someone give us a push?
Well, don't forget to fly in a super tight formation so a simple chain reaction can destroy almost all of us. And to approach head on, the dumbest possible attack angle for these molasses-fueled slug buckets.
And why the fuck are we dropping bombs like World War II planes anyway? We'd be better off firing them out of a t-shirt cannon.
Oh, goddamn, this whole sequence sucks so hard. I'm only all up right the fuck up now, so we never have to see these fucking piece of shit bombers ever again.
Veronica heroically explodes her bomber and takes out the dreadnought. The rebel fleet hyperdrives away, and the First Order third banana, Domhnall Gleeson, gets an angry call from a CGI Andy Serkis.
Not to worry, Supreme Leader. We have them tied upon a string.
Oh, like there's a traitor? Or some Jedi mind link that Adam's doing? Something clever and devious?
Well, we have a gizmo that tracks them.
Oh.
It was funny. Exterior Saint sorry, still getting it. Lucia Island? Sure. We pick up from exactly where we left off, and playing the Daisy Ridley and Mark Hamill have been staring at each other for days, while the rebels went from triumphant victory to getting their asses kicked.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Mr. Hamill, I'm such a big fan. Would you sign my lightsaber?
Sure thing, kid. Now piss off, Twig. I gotta let in some Adventure Time lines.
He retreats to ancient Jedi recording booth, locks door. Undeterred, Daisy camps out and then doggedly stalks Mark during his daily routine on the island full of porgs. Adorable? Are they? Animals that nest everywhere and they can, including under your tree this Christmas.
Yeah, every day I milk this cow-like beast that sits casually upright and makes this whole thing kind of weird. Then I use a 10-mile-long pole to spear a fish instead of just force grabbing it. I am assisted by these alien nuns that are literally wearing nun outfits from Earth.
How do you solve a problem like the Jedi? How do you strike a balance in the Force? How do you find the words that mean the Jedi? Some affable fuck-ups, some well-meaning wimps, or worse.
The First Order fleet CGI Andy Serkis's big red room. Darth Driver is summoned before CGI Andy Serkis, who is wearing his spiffiest Hugh Hefner outfit, complete with a smoking jacket. Oh, a smoking jacket. I see what they did there.
Right. Time for your weekly pep talk. Adam, your helmet is stupid and you suck. Fuck you.
Hey, at least my face will look like I'm turning to the thing. What's your deal anyway?
Who knows? I am hideous and evil, etc. It's not like anybody really cares, right?
Interior Rebel fleet. John Boyega has totes recovered from his injuries.
Well, chalk another one up. to awesome Star Wars medical tech that can make blasted spines good as new, but not Adam Driver's face. So how are we all doing?
Not great. Someone in the First Order followed us through hyperspace, which is ridiculous. You'd have to be reclusive, unknown mechanic to have even heard of some crazy tech that could do that. The First Order attacks! Darth Driver attacks his personal fighter in his personal fighter. Not read, I apologize. In his personal fighter, spinning crazy fast just to make sure he can't aim for shit. He gets a bead on the commando bridge.
Can't bring myself to fire. Seriously, I am not gonna be the asshole who kills Carrie in her final movie.
But the other goober ships do shoot the bridge because sucking Carrie and Admiral Akbar way out like a champ buddy. I fucked that sentence up too, I'm sorry. And various others into space. Carrie begins freezing to death.
Shit, this is just like Guardians of the Galaxy. Wait, that gives me an idea. I'm Mary Poppins.
Carrie floats herself back on board, having finally decided to use her force powers after 31 odd years. Exterior St. Lucia Island. Chewbacca sits down for a satisfying meal of roast pork when he sees other porgs giving him sad faces.
Dudes, I already killed and cooked these ones. You don't want them to have died for nothing, right? Right? Yeah, I thought so. That's it.
He crams face with pork meat. Elchis. Meanwhile, R2-D2 reminds Mark that we all know he's going to eventually train Daisy, so maybe just get on with it already.
Daisy, I will agree to teach you 3 lessons. But we'll only get around to about 2 lessons. First lesson! Sit on the special rock and reach out with your feelings so you can use the Force.
I thought I figured that part out myself last movie.
Doesn't count unless it's been ham-explained to you. Now, what do you sense about the island?
There's mountains and buildings and a dark place, a hidden dark place tucked away in your small house, a box full of Jawa porn and autoerotic force choke videos and...
Oh, wow! You went right there! Fucking hell! Didn't even try not to invade my privacy. Jesus fuck! Right. Your second lesson is you go teach yourself lightsaber dueling by fighting a rock while I occasionally show up to rant about how the Jedi suck balls. Bye.
Interior Rebel Fleet. The new leader, Dern, addresses the troops. Carrie is in stable condition in the medical bay of the ship, and not the medical ship. In the meantime, we'll continue running away at full non-light speed so that the chase scene can stretch over the entire movie. It worked for Fury Road, right? John tries to sneak away in a pod, but is stopped by Kelly Marie Tran. Woo!
Hold it right there. We can't have people escape. We need the entire resistance in one place so we can all die together and give the First Order a decisive victory. Where do you think you're going?
Well, I don't want Daisy flying into a trap. Well, look. With the simple device, she can locate us no matter how far away or how many hyperspace jumps we've done. Yes, no amount of hyperspace will stop Daisy from knowing where we are. But on more pressing matters, like how the fuck could the First Order find us after we jumped through hyperspace? Completely impossible!
They're tracking us through hyperspace? This might be a wild hunch, but maybe they have one of those hyperspace tracking gizmos I've heard about.
Now that you mention it, I know exactly where the classified high-tech gizmo would be, because I was a grunt-level trooper.
They rush to tell Oscar Isaac and BB-8.
This is awesome. Stupid First Order letting the rank and file know about their big secret plans. They suck so hard. Only complete idiots would do that.
The trick is getting on board. Like, let's call up Lupita for ideas, even though she was Han's contact and barely knows us. I hope we remember we have her number later when we're desperately calling for aid, especially in the last movie.
Oh, hello. I'm having a big laser fight, but luckily I keep my selfie stick on me at all times. How can I help?
We need to sneak through Snoke's ship shields. Try saying that 5 times fast. Do you know anyone who could break their codes?
You don't want any old code breaker. You need a master breaker, and the best master breakers are found at a certain casino where they dress up and all master break together.
I like this plan. So long as we agree to always say master code breaker.
We can't tell Laura Dern about this. She'd never let 2 whole people leave the group just because it might possibly save everyone's life.
Should we at least tell her we figured out there's only one active tracking device? Then the fleet could split up and...
Nope. Off you go. You can sneak away on this smallest ship with light speed capability, and nobody on either side will notice it. Holy fuck, we should be ferrying people off this ship like right the fuck now.
Fair enough. Interior casino of stupid bullshit. John Kelly and BB-8 barge into the bullshit casino full of rejected Delgo concept art and are immediately arrested for illegal parking. And really, the less said about the stupid casino, the better. They get thrown in a very darkly lit jail along with Benicio del Toro.
Well, shit. Now we'll never get the master code breaker.
Oh, I can't. I can do that. Watch as I open up the jail. I could have escaped days ago, but I wanted to show off to someone.
They begin escaping. John and Kelly wind up in the stables full of giant mistreated animals.
We should do the right thing and free them, which can also be how we save ourselves, but, you know, altruism.
They free the animals and then help them even more by riding them into the walls and windows and cars. And holy fuck, are you trying to kill these poor creatures or what? BB-8, Benicio, BB-9? Benicio, BB-9, sure. Grab a ship and they all fly off. Yay! Exterior, St. Lucia Island. Oh yeah, we're still there. I forgot about that. Meanwhile, Daisy and Adam have been force timing each other between classes.
I thought about sending you a dick pic, but instead, I'm going with no shirt. What do you think?
I think you're a dirty, rotten, no good, horrible monster that, requires closer examination. That's what. This place isn't what I hoped. Mark won't help with the resistance. I'm not getting any answers, and I'm just so frustrated, you know?
Go on.
But Mark shows up and totally twat blocks Daisy. They fight.
Admit it, Mark. You tried to kill Adam when he was your student.
Okay. Yeah, I might have briefly thought about it. If you have kids someday, you'll understand. But I also saw that Adam is beyond saving. He's pure evil, especially now that he's killed his dad.
And yet you managed to save a full-blown Sith Lord who'd murdered a school full of innocent children and who was responsible for the deaths of most of the Jedi, hundreds of thousands of rebels, the woman he loved, assorted underlings, and oh yeah, the entire planet of Alderaan.
You are never hearing the Joker voice now.
Daisy fucks off in a falcon and Mark gets a visit from Yoda.
Learning tree, fuck you all. Mark, your purpose see not you do. Much money to be made there is. Sequels exist, they must.
I'm just concerned our legacy is one of constant failure. I mean, after 1980 anyway.
Dispense with forced sentence structure, I shall. Look, dude, everyone's plans in this whole movie tend to fail spectacularly. Haven't you noticed? Maybe I can help spell it out for you. Dealing with failure and learning from it is kind of the point of this whole thing. Oh my god, it's a movie with actual mature things. Mama, my brain.
Isn't there a bright light calling you or some shit?
Enter your rebel fleet. Oscar discovers that Laura is preparing to evacuate the crew.
This is bullshit. Stupid resistance not letting the rank and file know about their big secret plans. We suck so hard. Only complete idiots would do that. God damn it.
As it happens, this is the only part of a bigger plan, and at this point, it would probably be the smart move to tell you the whole thing. So I won't.
My anger and you not sharing your plan only reinforces my conviction that I was justified not sharing my plan, especially since there was no way we could have tried both plans at once except for doing just that. John, do you read? Laura is secretly evacuating everyone. Did Benicio hear that behind you? Did you and anyone else listening get that secret plan I just blabbed on an open channel?
Oscar attempts to lead a mutiny, but Carrie Fisher wakes up and stun blasts him.
Wow, it only took us 40 years to remember the stun setting exists.
Enter your big evil Snoke ship.
Destroying the rebels one ship at a time is taking forever. Just for kicks, do we want to try sending a destroyer at light speed ahead of the remaining fleet? Cut them off? Or maybe call in other destroyers to intercept? Anything like that? No.
Elsewhere, what might be a spaceship is actually an iron, but not a vacuum cleaner because that would be just two Spaceballs. John Kelly and BB-8 and, oh yeah, Benicio reach the Gizmo realm, but are, discovered by evil droid BB-666. Now you are fucked. Hope you like my brand new shiny armor. I am, of course, the only one allowed to wear it since it's laser-proof and all. Outside the ship, the Falcon appears.
Okay, Chewie. Drop me off there so I can confront Adam. Then maybe fly over to the rebel fleet and use this fully fueled, fastest ship ever to ferry some rebels to safety. No, go jerk it somewhere till I come get you.
Daisy gets herself captured and taken again by Adam before CGI Andy circus.
See, now we're doing the end of Return of the Jedi. This way, maybe we can finally be done with the old movies and try something new next time. Maybe a Say Anything meets Breakfast Club scenario where...
Save your breath. I foresaw that you will turn to my side.
Yeah, well, I foresaw you turning to my side.
Well, I know you are, but what am I?
Well, you have cooties and are poopy face.
Silence! Foolish children, I have orchestrated all of this. My awesome powers allow me to know what everyone's thinking in not quite enough detail. For instance, I know Adam is going to kill somebody in this room using a lightsaber that's somewhere in this room. And his victim will be English and in this room. And that person's first name will end with a Y. Oh, I'm dead.
Daisy team up to murder CGI Andy's contemporary dance assassin troupe. When the dust clears, Adam has Daisy's lightsaber, and Adam's lightsaber is lying around somewhere.
Wow. I am amazed you killed Circus off just like that.
What, like how Obi-Wan died from one lightsaber strike? Boba Fett got killed by a fluky accident? Darth Maul got chopped in half? Hunter Emperor got picked up and thrown into a hole?
Okay, maybe I'm not that amazed. But I'm still not teaming up with you.
But I know the true secret of your parents. The secret we built up all last movie, and all this movie up till now. And the big, huge, shocking secret that I now reveal right now. Here we go. They were boring, regular awful people. Wah, wah, wah.
As anticlimactic as that is, I've got to say that I'm also not relieved to not be a Kenobi or Hutt or whatever. Not everyone has to be related to everyone else. This isn't Piers Anthony.
So, will you join me?
Why, I'd be happy to take a grip on that firm, hard lightsaber.
Well, that took a turn. Adam and Daisy struggle mightily for control of Daisy's lightsaber, while apparently forgetting there's also Adam's lightsaber just sitting there. Interior Rebel Fleet. Oscar wakes up and everyone is cool with each other again.
Now we can tell you the real plan. The transports are going to an old rebel base. Being sensor cloaked and small, the First Order won't notice them. They'll stay fixated on the main cruiser.
And then the main cruiser will go light speed and the Order will follow, leaving the transports free and clear. Good plan.
No. The cruiser will keep chugging along slowly, and we'll hope none of the Order bridge crew look outside and see the plainly visible transports. Besides, we've burned up all our fuel. We can't go to lightspeed except in a few minutes when we do.
Quickly, you must all escape while I hold the door. 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 Oh, I'm sorry. Frog in my throat. But yes, I must stay behind to pilot the main ship. And by pilot, I mean stare out a window. Interior Snoke ship. Back at the Snoke house, we learned Benicio has sold out of the rebels' secret transport plan to save himself.
Damn it! This is why you don't tell rank and file grunts about big secret plans. We suck so hard.
Sir, we ran a cloaking scan and spotted the cloaked ships, which suggests we should do cloaking scans all the time. And also, the rebel cloaking technology is bullshit.
Right. Oh my god. Begin picking off the rebel transports one by one. Destroy them at a rate which would wipe them all out in less than a minute, but make it last 10 minutes. And make sure you leave the main character ship for last.
Instantaneous blast to death is too good for these rebel scum. Instead, I sentence them to instantaneous laser axe death. However, Laura Dern eventually decides that watching 15 transports get blown up is just one too many. With solemn determination, she turns the cruise towards the First Order fleet and activates the lightspeed jump, neatly punching a massive hole in every Star Wars plot, because apparently any ship can be turned into a fleet-killing space nuke. You point it and push go. Seriously, why do you need a Death Star when you can just fuck it? You know what? It was awesome. Deal with it. The Snoke ship starts blowing up everywhere. John and Gwendoline fight, and John gets pushed off the edge. Oh no!
Luckily, I fell onto a slowly levitating platform, which is still working while everything else is fucked.
Oh, please, I survived a whole planet exploding. I'll be back. Oh, and Daisy and Adam got knocked out when her lightsaber split in two, but Daisy got knocked out into an escape shuttle that flew off to safety while Adam just got regular knocked out. Interior retro rebel base. The remaining rebels reach the base and call for help. Damn it, the First Order revoked subspace transceiver neutrality regulations. They're throttling our signal. Plus, they gave us a Reddit hug, which is crashing our server. Did anyone hear us?
Yes, but the people who want to help are busy fighting with the people whining about how Star Wars has women now and Luke's cock isn't throbbing enough or some bullshit. We're on our own.
Jesus Christ. Wow. John Kelly and BB-8 crash landed to the base, adding 3 rebels to the fight at a cost of only half a hangar's worth of gear. Oh, darn. As the First Order prepares their assault, the rebels leap into the defensive positions.
What's that crazy red stuff on the ground? Salt. Hey, what's that? Eat can't feel my tongue. Oh, I wonder what this is.
Jesus Christ. Oscar leads a squad of land speeders that are stuck on land and would seem to be utterly fucked going up against TIE fighters that can fly and attack from, above and shit. And indeed they are, and until...
We're back with the Falcon. And even though I proved my piloting skill last movie, and Chewie has known the gunning system for decades, he's flying, and I'm shooting.
Chewbacca leads the TIE fighters away with some super slick piloting while sitting in his usual seat, raising the hilarious possibility that it's always been him flying and Han was just been playing Candy Crush the whole time.
That giant big gun is gonna take out our main door. I must sacrifice myself by driving directly into it from quite far away. Don't anyone try to stop me. I'm doing this. It is odd the First Order hasn't shot me down yet. There was AT-ATs. They could pick me off like no problem. Oh well, here it goes. Disney, don't fuck this up.
But Kelly drives her speeder into John's and they crash off to the side of the big gun.
And Disney fucks it up. But Kelly, why?
Because I love you. Now, when the fuck did that happen?
I don't know.
The big gun punches a hole in the door. Inside the base, all seems lost. But then, Mark Hamill arrives.
Mark, you made it. And you look so much younger. Not like the disheveled drunk that you've been impersonating. And you got your lightsaber back somehow.
Yeah, I flew here. After the alien nuns gave my beard a trim and a color and some of the oil of Olay de-aging cream on my face. And after I got a whole new lightsaber. My God, how are none of you cluing into my plan here? I brought you something. It's Han's old fuzzy dice from the Falcon. Of course, they're just a force projection. Psych, whoops, gave away the big reveal. But I did take the real dice earlier, so who the fuck knows where they are now? Anyway, laters.
He winks at C3PO and leaves.
Oh, wink. That's all I get. Why the fuck was I even in this movie?
Mark heroically marches out to the open field and 10 million lasers shoot at him.
Please ignore how I didn't put any visible effort into blocking or deflecting any of that.
Adam lands a ship to face Mark personally. They stare at each other.
Wait a minute. Mark's buying time for us to escape?
Don't you think so? Holy fucking shit. That is literally the only thing the Resistance has done all fucking movie.
The handful of rebels follow some Swarovski wolves to an unguarded, unfortified bat cave entrance, which makes all of the drama with the huge gun and the big blast front door kind of silly in retrospect. Daisy meets them and they all start piling into the Falcon.
Lucky enough of us got killed that we can all fit inside.
Meanwhile, Adam continues to square off with Mark.
Wait a second. You're not leaving red footprints, and you keep dodging instead of making physical contact of any kind. Your projection.
And there we are. Now I gotta say, everybody gets a combined score of negative a zillion. Doodles.
Back on St. Lucia, Mark sees one last vision of Tatooine and then dies. So good thing he didn't really go in person. He could have, died. Enter your rebel base.
Shit. They've gone. Only these fuzzy dice remain. The memento of Harrison Ford that cared so much about left him lying on the floor where they were force projected to fucking nobody in an empty room until I could come and find him and watch them vanish. Damn you, Hamill! Damn you!
So, the Falcon hasn't actually taken off yet, and it has the entire Resistance on it. Did you want to shoot them down, maybe? Or, hey, we still have the hyperspace tracker, so we could just chase...
I am far too mopey for any further pursuit. Thank you very much.
Interior Millennium Falcon. As Cast Wrap Party begins, Carrie and Daisy discuss what comes next.
Don't lose hope, Daisy. For as long as somewhere at least one kid has at least one piece of officially licensed merchandise, all is not truly lost.
And I'm sure children everywhere are already telling the story of today. Though, who knows how, since we didn't have time to broadcast anything about what Mark did.
Daisy, Adam just changed his Facebook status to it's complicated, and he's sharing all of your posts. Did you guys,
Well, hey, look, everyone, I brought Mark's porn collection with me. Pretty weird shit right here.
Amazing. Interior space stables. Back at the space stables, the orphan kid that helped John and Kelly escape pauses his sweeping to watch the Millennium Falcon travel at light speed several systems away using just his regular eyes.
This inspires me to pretend my lowly broom is a lightsaber. Today I become Star Wars Kid.
Fade in. Exterior. Outer space.
So, Ian McDiarmid is alive, a plot point already revealed in fucking Fortnite. But for everyone else, we just skipped over a major dramatic development in the opening crawl. Yay us. As we rejoin the story, Adam Driver grabs a Sith Wayfinder and tracks down the Emperor in like 2 minutes. A task which will take generations of good guys decades to fail at doing.
Interior. Welcome to McDiarmid's Over 5 Billion Souls turn. Inside the evil lair, Adam finds Ian plugged into an arcade claw grabber game.
How the fuck are you alive? You got thrown out a chasm, exploded, then exploded again. You got shiny chrome stormtrooper armor. That'd be one thing, but this is bullshit.
Wait, I can offer you great power. I've been secretly building a fleet of Star Destroyers underground. Seriously, how the fuck does that work? Or did I build them and then bury them even though nobody knows where this planet is? Anyway, allow me to dramatically force lift them to the surface.
That's most impressive. I guess leaving them into orbit would be like zero effect for you compared to that. Could probably do it without barely trying. Like, for instance, if some final battle all hinged on those ships not being fully operational at their current altitude, you could slightly just sneeze and...
Silence! Kill Daisy Ridley for me, and I'll give you control of the fleet. Ultimate power shall be ours. Plus, I've had some ideas for new uniforms that I think will really pop. I'll send you my designs, we'll talk.
Okay, so we message, hey Daisy, the secret to your heritage is here on this planet. Wait for her to show up and then I murder her?
Oh, please! That is not nearly convoluted enough. They've got 162 fucking minutes to fill, you know.
Interior floating iceberg planet. Meanwhile, resistance heroes John Boyega, Oscar Isaac, Chewbacca, R2-D2, and a giant dildo monster are meeting a contact with spy information. Here you are. The spy has told us that the Emperor, who we all know is alive already, is hatching a big, huge evil plan, as you would already assume, on, surprise, the mythical Sith planet that nobody knows where it is.
I'm sure glad we're risking our lives for this super top secret intel.
The TIE fighters attack, but Oscar Isaac escapes them with hyperspace skipping because every new movie has to think up a whole brand new way to totally fuck over all of the previous rules of hyperspace. Exterior resistance home base planet. Daisy Ridley is training with floating rocks and shit and trying to download archived Jedi files from the Force Cloud.
Opening bookend moment established. Now to confer with my new trainer, Carrie Fisher, who is right over there.
Yes, I'm standing patiently over here as you train. All things considered, we did a pretty damn good job of integrating me into this movie, but let's not get too fancy with our blocking, okay?
The Millennium Falcon returns, and our heroes gather with what remains of the Resistance, mostly reduced to a bunch of J.J. Abrams' old TV buddies.
I'm still here, though, to keep Last Jedi fans happy, but almost all my lines and actions are given to other characters to keep Last Jedi haters happy. This is going to be kind of a theme. Spy. The spy message says that the Emperor's evil fleet will start murderizing the galaxy in 16 hours.
16 hours? That's barely enough time to prep a mission. Go to another planet, wander about looking for clues, do a desert chase, get sucked underground, escape, prepare derelict spaceship, confront Adam Driver, escape, go to another planet, wander about, find a black market droid mechanic, overhaul C-3PO's internal systems, rescue Chewbacca from a Star Destroyer, get captured, escape again, go to another planet, crash land, repair the Falcon, salvage a wreck, split up as we all fly back here while Daisy soul searches on yet another planet, and then assemble our entire remaining forces to follow Daisy to yet another super remote planet to take out the fleet. Well, maybe that's just enough time.
If the First Order is taking control of this giant fleet, they're going to need thousands of people operating it. We could look for ships carrying troops towards uncharted regions and follow them.
Oh, please. That's not nearly convoluted enough. We've still got 151 fucking minutes to fill, you know?
According to Hamill's diary, we need to find, we need a Sith wayfinder to find the secret Sith planet of Excedrin. He thought there was a clue on the desert planet of Pajama, so I'll go there with you.
Oh, no. We split up last time and everyone wouldn't stop whining about it. This time we stick together.
Plus, this way, our one group will have to do 3 times as much plot as if we split into 3 groups.
Interior Darth Driver, super cool First Order ship. Remakes his mask to have a funky red highlights to match the new Final Order branding, and meets with the top brass, including Domhnall Gleeson and Richard E. Grant.
All is proceeding well, Supreme Leader. Our tailors have sent samples of the updated uniforms, and I must say they're spiffy as fuck. The red trim really sends the message that this isn't your dad's First Order, you know? The Spice Girls will rue the day they fired me.
Excellent. Now, while you continue openly funneling thousands of new recruits across the galaxy to our ultra top secret location, I shall track down Daisy with the help of the Knights of Ren. Yes, finally these long anticipated badasses are gonna fucking bring it, yo.
That's the Knights of Ren posing badassedly, in case you were wondering what Eric was doing. Exterior desert planet Pajama. Our heroes land in the middle of Burning Man. Daisy gets a new necklace and an awkward social encounter, but suddenly finds herself forced timing with Adam Driver.
I can't see where you are, but as we set up the last movie, I can grab physical items from you. Ha! Oh, cool. I have a great idea for a mutant vehicle. See you soon.
Daisy warns the others, but the entire group of our main heroes is about to be taken down by one single storm goober, and then they are saved by none other than...
Yes, it's me. Years ago, Mark Hamill and I came here looking for the trail to the clue to the Wayfinder, to the planet Zetrin. We couldn't find it, so Mark kept on looking, and I just sort of stayed here. I suggest checking the Sith Leader personal vault, but Hamill muttered something about having 122 minutes to fill and fucked off.
Well, now, we're here to search. I'm sure we're just incompetent and we'll find it in no time. Right, guys, right?
Off you go, then. I'll stay here being absolutely no help.
Over here. I can hotwire these skiffs.
They grab some desert skiffs, but are chased by new stormtroopers who have watched Mad Max Fury Road like 20 times. They blast the troopers, but are themselves blasted and land in quicksand.
Daisy, I never told you that.
Oh, I can't wait for that to pay off. We wouldn't have brought it up otherwise, right? Right? God damn it. Well, maybe I should try levitating before.
She sinks it. Interior underground cavern, while above ground Knights of Ren strike incredibly badass poses. Like, so badass, our heroes find themselves in a cavern.
Anyway. This blows. We're trapped down here with nothing but this stupid pile of bones and this dumb dagger covered in Sith runes. Fuck.
These runes reveal the location of the Wayfinder, but my programming, which lets me read Sith runes, also forbids me from saying Sith runes out loud. And let's not forget, I was programmed by a 10-year-old desert slave, so this makes all kinds of fucking sense.
While our heroes process this, they are suddenly confronted by a wounded underground serpent thing.
I guess we'll blast and lightsaber this thing dead now, as we do with most ugly creatures we find.
No, wait. I saw this trick on the Mandalorian.
Force heals the serpent. The serpent smiles, tips his hat, and opens his hole into the surface while also offering canapes and refreshments.
Now we can use this long abandoned ship to get out of here. I'm sure it's stocked with replacement parts for everything that's broken.
You fix the ship. I sense something.
Is it Adam Driver coming to capture us, which might also mean his henchmen are nearby? And we should be extra careful?
If it were, I'd surely tell you. Must be something else.
Stares into the distance. Exterior, just around the next boulder. The Knights of Ren. Again, badass pose. More badass poses. Keep posing. Oh yeah, that's so badass. Oh yeah, work it, baby. Anyway, capture Chewbacca off screen, and then they pose again. Exterior, back in the open desert, Daisy realizes the feeling of deja vu, and is because the teaser trailer is about to happen. Indeed, Adam Driver drives his ship directly at her, and she flips and slices a wing right off, making him crash in a huge fireball.
I think we can start pretending explosions mean anything.
Daisy spots a transport taking off, and which we believe Chewbacca is in. She force grabs it, but Adam force pushes it, causing a stalemate. Daisy digs in and arm stretches with all her might and force zaps it, exploding the transport.
Presumably Chewie. No! Fuck. Either this planet has major static electricity, or I just learned something not so great about myself.
Our heroes escape while Adam watches them leave, and then digs his Wayfinder out of his crash-burning ship to plug into his next identical custom TIE fighter.
But I know where Excedrin is now. Its coordinates will have been added to my star chart. So why do I still need the
exterior thief planet of Kijiji? In order to dig the Sith runes out of C-3PO's memory, our heroes realize they need the help of they need the help of ace mechanic Kelly Marie Tran, some new random CGI ugly cute alien thing who is on planet Kijiji.
I gotta warn you, I have backstory here because obviously I'm the person everyone's most keen to learn the backstory of. But if we're careful,
they are ambushed by thieves led by Carrie Russell.
I fucking hate you, Oscar. You abandoned me. I should turn you all in right now. On second thought, you guys are awesome. Yay, resistance.
They take C-3PO to have his memory wiped in order to get the Sith rune message. Ugh.
I think that was acting description.
Oh. I don't care.
I don't either.
I shall make this sacrifice for the greater good. Farewell, my friends. The This shall indeed be a bittersweet victory. Who am I kidding? We all know this is getting undone in like 10 minutes.
Booba, Zooey Blue.
Data access. The Wayfinder is on Endor at the coordinates of the crash Death Star. The most obvious fucking place it could be. Sure was worth wiping my whole memory for this, you assholes.
OMG. I just sensed Chewie is on Adam Driver's command ship that just entered orbit. Bizarre that I didn't sense he was still alive back on planet Pajama. Or twig that I didn't sense him dying when the transport exploded. But we have no way to reach him.
Yes, you do. This flimsy ass looking spare part will let you land on anything anywhere. It was my one and only ticket off this rock, but you need it more than I do. Take it. Farewell. I shall remain behind and leave the struggle here. Or maybe I should fuck off in case they blow up the planet. Damn, but I'm fickle. It's too bad I gave away my only means of... Yeah, sure, whatever.
Enter Adam Driver's command ship. Our heroes land undetected and split up. Oscar and John blast through a bazillion troopers and find Chewie. It's amazing. Then they blast through another zillion troopers until...
Oh, hey, we got the drop on them. Everyone stop shooting so we can capture them instead and then shoot them.
Meanwhile, Daisy wanders off into Adam's personal quarters and force times him some more.
You've got some splaining to do, Adam. Don't try figuring out where I am. Let's just say...
Oh, hey, you're holding a Sid dagger, which is in my room. You're in my room.
No, I'm not. This is a cheapo knockoff dagger that I bought far away from here.
Fine, I'll know that while we lightsaber duel.
They knock over the dark helmet.
And I suppose that's a limited replica you ordered on Coruscant? Huh? Everyone back on board.
Shit.
Daisy runs to the hangar bay just as Adam lands.
Now we can continue our personal standoff in person. So when I said your parents are nobody, I meant they were nobody who wasn't related to Emperor Palpatine. Wah, wah, wah. Yep, that's right. You have evil midichlorians and potential for unrivaled power. Your dad was the Emperor's son, and apparently the Force decided to skip that generation altogether.
Damn it. I had $50 on Q-Gon.
Enter your flashback to Daisy's parents. The Jedi Hunter interrogates the Palpatines as to Daisy's whereabouts.
Our daughter's not here, I tells ya. We dumped her on a central, highly patrolled planet before coming to this remote, unpatrolled one. And she's certainly not that small child yelling and reaching after this ship, that's for sure.
Nailed it, hun. Ah!
Convincing story, but I'm gonna look on this planet some more. Here we go. Ah! Well, I fucking suck. And I'm who they send to hunt Jedi. I'm dead.
Interior back to Adam Driver's command ship. Elsewhere on the ship, Oscar, John, Chewie are about to get executed by being incredibly flippant about the whole thing.
Nope. Turns out I'm the spy. I hate Driver so much that I want him in the final order to get curb stomped. After which I'll assume control of the utterly defeated and useless. I may need to revise this plan.
Our heroes race to the Falcon, rescue Daisy, and zoom away. Dom Hall reports back.
So you see, Richard, the troopers were going to execute the resistance scum, but they missed and killed each other and shot my leg, allowing the scum to escape.
Plausible enough. But we haven't had an evil boss randomly murder an underling yet, so bye-bye.
Exterior Endor. The Falcon crash lands in a field and our heroes meet horse riders led by Naomi Ackie.
Welcome. My people and I were stormtroopers until we were ordered to massacre a helpless village, and somehow we sensed it was wrong. Clearly, that was the Force.
Wow. Just like me. I was also about to murder innocents until some Force told me it was bad.
So you were all rampaging sociopaths until the Force zapped your brain. Cool. Too bad the Force can't just transform all the baddies into good people, but then where's the challenge, I guess?
They go look at the crashed Death Star from the Return of the Jedi, which is totally fucking atomized. We all saw it, but no, it's the most iconic, recognizable part that is now crashed in the ocean over there.
Hey, when I match the dagger blade to the hull wreckage, it points to where the Wayfinder is.
But seriously though, who was the Sith Dan Brown motherfucker who knew the Wayfinder was in the crashed Death Star, but rather than take it, hide it, or destroy it, instead carved a dagger in the precise outline of the shattered hull to point out where the Wayfinder is? Which only works when held the exact right distance away at the right angle, and then inscribed the location of this planet on the dagger before taking it fuck knows where. Is there a painting of the Emperor with so dark the walk of sky written on it?
Anyway, I guess this is where Daisy levitates herself and all of us over there. That's gotta be easier than holding back a spaceship approaching escape velocity with full engines going.
I must follow the Jedi Code, Oscar. Never use an old skill when you can pull a brand new skill out of your ass.
That's a very good point. Daisy hang glides, jet skis, catamarans over the wreckage.
So the Wayfinder is probably in the vault, but what are the odds that all the security devices are obliterated, but all the doors and levitating object gizmos are in perfect working order? I'm gonna have to find some way to...
Hello, intruder. Can I interest you in our fine collection of valuable Sith artifacts? Please help yourself and consider joining our loyalty rewards program.
That was easy.
Ha! Wah ha ha! Turn to evil Daisy and you too could look vaguely like Natalie Portman. Plus, look at my cool double-blade switch saber. You know only Sith are allowed double-bladed weapons.
Since Daisy knows evil Daisy is merely some kind of force projection mindfuck thingy, she chooses to duel it, causing her to drop the Wayfinder, which is picked up by...
The only way you're finding Planet Excedrin is with me, or by using the Wayfinder in my ship. I hope you're not telepathing to your friends to go steal my ship right this second. Or by searching my thoughts like I did to you back in episode 7, and could be a neat bookend device, or by tracking one of the new Star Destroyers we've already sent out to terrorize planets.
They begin lightsaber fighting, working their way down to the lakefront promenade.
I can force block your saber thrust.
And I could do the same to you. Well, that's a fun trick to introduce now and retroactively make all previous lightsaber fights look incompetent. We should forget it and move on.
All right, back at the base, Carrie Fisher senses she must intervene and force projects to Adam Driver at the cost of her life, a callback that stretches all the way back to the last movie. Daisy uses the distraction to skewer Adam. That's him making puppy dog eyes.
Fine. You're lucky you're so cute.
She flies off an Adam's ship.
Guess you still.
I think it is still action.
Oh, it is. Adam stares into the distance until Ghost Harrison Ford shows up. You know what? This is where spacing is vital. Is it still me?
Yep, I couldn't have force projected to prevent my death. But I can barely stand these movies anyway, so fuck it. Anyway, you're a good guy now, Adam. And remember, bad guys talk the talk. good guys are walking the walk.
No more spoken lines after this scene. Got it.
Exterior, outer space. Meanwhile, a Final Order Star Destroyer uses its Wayne cannon to blow up planet Kijiji, since we haven't blown up a planet yet, which also implies that the Final Order can also deploy ships individually and doesn't have to lift the entire goddamn super slow fleet all at once. And also, maybe the deadline ran out, but maybe it didn't. Fucking hell, Abrams. Exterior, St. Lucia Island. Daisy lands and wrecks Adam's ship and is about to throw Mark's lightsaber into the fire, but...
Hey, I can catch a lightsaber in ghost form. Well, it's not like Force Ghost wielding real lightsabers could have helped in any situation over the previous 8 movies.
So this is where you inspire me to go fight instead of running away, right? Nice, simple, uplifting scene.
Oh, sure. Oh, plus, here's Carrie's lightsaber, too. From when I gave her full Jedi training with flips and lightsaber duels and the whole bit. Yep, Carrie had a full-fledged Jedi skills this whole trilogy. What a seamless retcon. And Chewbacca can turn into solid steel and fire lasers from his eyes. Also, R2-D2 is really Dr. Manhattan with a memory blocker.
Stop it, just stop. Fine. Give me the lightsabers. Plus, I'll need your ship.
Mark impressively lifts his X-Wing fighter from the underwater, similar to how Yoda did in Empire Strikes Back, with the music and everything.
Hooray! I finally learned the trick, which for a Jedi Master is as difficult as picking your nose.
Daisy grabs the Wayfinder from Adam's ship and hops in the X-Wing and blasts off. Interior, Resistance base. Meanwhile, the gang returns to the base, restores C-3PO's memories, and tries to deal with the loss of Carrie. But Billy D is there.
How did you do it, Billy D? How did you make it look remotely credible that an entire rebellion hinged on like 5 people?
We had each other and some Colt 45. I know that's vague as fuck, but my specific answer would be we enlisted the help of the general population and took down a transmitter so the Empire's big weapon was defenseless, which is exactly what you're gonna do anyway. So why point that out, you know?
Everyone gathers to figure out the big plan.
R2-D2 did find my X-Wing on Hamill's ship, so we can follow Daisy to the big finale. And lucky for us, the Emperor decided to build his latest fleet in the one place where the atmosphere fucks with all of their systems.
Plus, even though the Emperor had the whole planet to work with, he built all his ships like 20 feet apart, so they can't fly without nav relays or they'll all crash. And the Final Order is so dependent on enhanced park assist, they can't just go slow while looking out the window like regular fucking people.
Hey, what about Holdo maneuvers? Literally everyone in the audience is thinking this.
No, that's a 1 in a million shot. Made ludicrously easy when your enemy fleet is packed together in a humongous blob, sure, but it's 1 in a million, I tells you.
But even if I miss the fleet, there's the whole planet to aim at with the Emperor on it. Ugh, fine, we need a big battle, I know.
Exterior, planet Excedrin, now with 300% more strobe flashing just to piss everyone off. Daisy lands and confronts Ian, watched by thousands of random Sith assholes who apparently futz about in heavy robes 24/7. Or who knows, maybe there's a nice suburb somewhere 20 minutes away where they all live. I don't know. You don't know.
Oh. You're my granddad. I have to ask, how the fuck did your pallid shriveled ass have sex with anyone?
Well, I put on my robe and space wizard.
Oh, sorry, I asked. But despite your attempts to kill me, I've survived.
Kill you? I wanted you here, except when I was trying to kill you. Now you must kill me. I think, honestly, I've lost track.
What? Kill you and take control of the entire Final Order fleet? Then order them to surrender? I'm not falling for that old trick.
Above them, the Resistance fleet arrives, much to zappity zap happens.
Ground team, prepare for the assault on the nav tower.
Let's switch to my ship's nav tower. That will be safe from their ground forces.
Haha! In Star Wars, any flat surface counts as ground. Fuck altitude or atmosphere or any of that shit. We'll land right on your ship, so there.
Oh, so once you've landed on my ship, I'll just switch back to the planet side nav tower. Fuck you.
That's not fair.
Interior back at Palpatine's cloning emporium. Meanwhile, Adam Driver has arrived and runs in to help Daisy. The Knights of Ren pose in Adam's way badassly.
I'll force time Adam. He can grab the extra lightsaber from my belt. No style points for that. Okay, I'll bring my activated saber behind my back and then reveal... Abracadabra! Huh. It's gone. Now pick a card. Any card.
Indeed, Adam now has a lightsaber and he attacks.
See? This is why we usually do our shit off screen.
Adam and Daisy stand side by side against Ian McDiarmid and wait patiently for his attack. He force grabs them.
Aha! You two are diode in the Force, which means I can use you to convert my Force lightning from AC current to DC, or some bullshit. Oh yeah, it's back in black time, baby! Your energy is regenerating me. I will suck not quite all of it from you.
Actually, it's a Force DYAD, which, if you consult Wikipedia, is actually a whole other thing. God damn, these movies require a lot of supplemental research.
Ian throws Adam a hole and Daisy collapses. Above the spaceship battle is not going so well for our plucky heroes.
Shit! They killed Greg Grunberg, and he's not major enough to just bring back 5 minutes later. No! I'm sorry, everyone. It looks like we're fucked.
On your left, Isaac.
Hooray! Just when all seems lost, I get a radio message from the Falcon saying massive reinforcements have arrived to my left. Whee!
Chris Evans sighs heavily, realizes it's literally the Falcon in both movies, and his brain explodes.
Wow, for years we tried and failed to get everyone on our side. And Billy D does it in under an hour.
What can I say? I got a voice made for radio, baby.
Sacrifice was to inspire the whole fuck galaxy. All right, fuck me.
But then Ian zaps the entire good guy fleet, covering everything with sparkly lightning bolts.
The Emperor's attack is making us float around and stuff. We're helpless.
Ooh, pretty.
Below, Daisy is lying defeated, but has a realization.
Wait a second. If I've seen The Mandalorian, that means I have access to Disney Plus, which gives me access to all previous Star Wars content in the Disney Vault. Thanks to these random audio clips, I can now rise. That's it. Yes, we're gonna rise now.
Oh, you again.
Well, one lightsaber can block your lighting, but two can redirect it back at you. So take that.
Damn. General Grievous could have kicked my ass. He had 4 lightsabers, but all I have to do is stop zapping. And... Why? Why do I keep doing this to myself? I'm supposed to be a fucking mastermind.
And I am Iron Man. Shit. Sorry. Money, penny. No, wait. Fuck. Robin, shit. I'm Blowfield. Fuck. I'm Spartacus. No, damn it. I am Legend. Oh my, I have no mouth, but why must I scream Christ on a stick? Why could I not get this right? I am all the Jedi. Yes, that's it.
Ian McDermott melts and goes kablooey. Daisy collapses, seemingly dead, but Adam climbs out of the 10,000-foot deep hole and rushes over, and Force heals her. They smooch. Then Adam collapses, having spent his own life force.
Now we're going to vanish into thin air, or we'll be going back and forth with this all day.
Shit. He rolled a natural one on the how long will it take the force-sensitive person to vanish after dying table. No!
Up above, our heroes, shoot all of the penises off the Star Destroyers, and Richard E. Grant is engulfed in an enormous fireball, so look for him to be the surprise big bad of Episode 7. Across the galaxy, the remaining Final Order ships are blown up by, I'm sorry, that's not 7, that's Episode 12. I can't read my Roman numerals. Anyway, across the galaxy, the remaining Final Order ships are blown up by legions of bureaucrats and teddy bears, and the good guys win. Yay! Exterior Resistance planet. Everyone flies all the way back to the home base to land and celebrate and hug. And Chewie finally gets his fucking medal already. 2 women kiss in a scene easily cut out for certain foreign markets. Daisy and John and Oscar and Kelly Marie hug, and Ryan Johnson sucks back a bottle of hooch and shakes his head. Exterior Tatooine. Daisy returns to Mark Hamill's farm and buries Mark and Carrie's lightsabers deep in the dirt before lighting up her own brand new lightsaber, because it's never too late to introduce a new accessory. And nearby, the ghosts of Carrie and Mark look on, smiling, having apparently gotten over the death of Carrie's son.
Well, Adam died a hero, like Anakin did, so I'm sure his Force ghost will be showing up any moment now.
Hello, I'm just a random old woman roaming through the desert. Who are you?
I'm Ray. Ray Iron Man. Fuck.
Credits.
So does my character get a last name too, or at least when do I finally get to tell Daisy that?
And
yeah, you might want to think twice about that.
And
And that is not only the end of the Star Wars sequel trilogy Abridged, that is the end of Abridged month. Thank you all so much for watching, and we'll see you at the next one.